Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Divide by Sheep. This time on the logo here at the front we have a pig thinking of an apple, which makes me suspect that we must eventually run into a puzzle where apples play a role with pigs. But at the moment we are simply trying to, I guess, get 3 pigs this way, which we have to protect this pattern, so you can do something like that. And I guess you probably are somewhat safe. Now the question I guess would have just been, how would we have had 3 to throw down here while also having a pig here? Yeah. Well, I guess what you could do is something like this, but you can't do that. No. So maybe you just throw those here, but then that does just swap it, doesn't it? So the swap here creates this weird situation where you can't really get anything back. So I'd almost have to do something like this. But that won't do anything, will it? Even if I was to throw all of these here, that's still not going to get rid of the pigs. But somehow we're supposed to get that to work. And that just doesn't seem like that could work. So if we just swap that, that also fails. So we have to add something. That'll get rid of too many pigs doing that, so that's not the right solution. The only other option would be to do that. And that doesn't work either. And there's just no way you're going to split this. So from the whole pattern, it seems like you have to do this first. And then you have to go this way. And then you've got to do this to secure the platform. And then probably at this point, the move is to go that way. And then there's just like no way to get sheep onto this platform at all. So whatever our last move is here is just going to be our last move. And yeah, if you throw all of those there, and if you throw all of those there, that doesn't do anything. We could fill this up to 8, but I still don't see how we get a 2 to a 1. Let's see. What if we were to instead just divide? If I threw 4 here, that would kill everything. If I threw this back here, this still doesn't really do anything though. And then if you have 6 here, would there be some way to get 6 to be a non-multiple of 2? Which is really what it would need to be. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it actually works. It does just kind of feel like there's actually no possible way to get this middle section. When almost certainly there is a possible way, but I just don't care, so let's just move on. We'll care about it later, or maybe never at all. Okay. And again, we have this like weird division where I don't know how you get one pig removed when you have platforms that are all 6 at max. So there's your upper limit, 6. And we have a group of 4, and we have a group of 3. We need a group of 5. So I would assume what's the trick here is you probably do this and then bounce that back and get to that and get that 5 to start with. Okay. But I might have needed that 5 first. Yeah. We needed that 5. Needed to do this. And then put that here. And put that here. Then do that. And then. Okay. So there's your 5. There's your 1. And there's your last 5. Got it. Let's try and maintain as much momentum as possible. So we now want 7. You have an 8 here. If we could get it down to 1. 3 minus this gets you 1 sheep. Now nothing explodes here, so we can just swap there. And we can swap here. And then the question is, can we get either this 5 down to 1 or this 3 down to 1 and this down to 3. If I threw this, nothing would happen. If I threw this, it would take out 3 of those, getting it down to 2. If I grouped this, then we would have 7. 7 minus that would potentially be 8. How could we accomplish that though? It seems to me like I probably need to just eliminate this area. And then 6 here would kill them all. So probably then need to swap But then this would knock this down to nothing. That's still 6. And so that's almost there. Yeah, I don't see how that would be pulled off. So we're now down to 6, the wrong number of sheep. If this was over here, and then we swap this, and then we did that, that still gives me 2. And it doesn't really get the numbers correct anyways. Yeah, I've got to get these all together in some way. And this will just kill them all, won't it? It won't even accomplish our goal. Because now we're at 8 and we want to be at 7. Really, I just want to get back to having 7. So let's see if we can remember how we did that. Let's see. That does absolutely nothing. It would potentially let us get to this point, though. I still don't think that's the right numbers. 6 would eliminate everything here. 4 would eliminate it down to 2. This would get rid of all but 1 sheep if we could combine the 2, which we gotta figure out a way to combine the 2. Yeah, it's probably something simpler just like that. Okay, so now we're at 7. And now it would just come down to, is there a way to use this 7 to kill these 5? Or kill 4 of these? And I'd say, no, I don't see a way, and no, I don't really care, so what we'll do instead is we'll just bone the middle part here. Almost certainly it's a case where you've got to bring this 5 into play much earlier, but I just don't even want to try it. Which inherently this is the problem. It's increasing more and more as we get deeper into this game, is that the frustration level can be fairly high, even trying my very best to just blaze through games and levels. What do pigs do to wolves? Wolves eat pigs. Good to know. So. How do we keep 3 pigs alive? Again, it feels like this puzzle is just impossible. Like, you throw it here, you're gonna lose 2. You throw it here, you're gonna lose 2. Throw it here, you're gonna lose 2. The only thing you could do is this. But then you can't move the pigs in this direction because then you'd lose 1. So the only hope, I guess, would be that if you throw the wolves here, they'll become satisfied and eat the sheep first. Okay. And I guess this is one of these tutorial levels that was forcing you to learn that. Although, it's not a very good tutorial level because it's not really telling you anything. It's just giving you a challenge that looks impossible because there's a new concept you haven't approached or considered yet. And it's not a concept you really could have approached or considered yet. Okay. If I had here 6 in this group, like that, I'm not going to be able to land on one and kill one, just one. If we brought it to 9, and then you have 6 plus 6 here, that's going to kill. Think about 3. Do wolves always land on pigs? Yes, they do. And we're obviously not feeding any of the pigs to the wolves. Which means we need 5 spots here. And we gotta figure out some way to kill only one thing. And again, it just seems impossible, but we kind of know it's possible. So it's gotta be something around not combining. Maybe throwing 6 here, but then moving your 2 this way, and then this still would kill 3. And 6 here should kill 1. That's 1 pig, leaving exactly 5 pigs. Okay. So can we now reduce the number of sheep in total by 4 and still be alright? We could, but we actually need to do a little bit more than that. We have a 6 here and a 6 here. We need to combine, say, this. And then what we need to do is land this here and then get this out of the way. Then we can take this, and there's our 7 sheep protected over on this side. Then our wolves just get moved out of the way. Then our pigs go. And I screwed it up though. I needed to actually protect 1 sheep over here and 6 sheep over here. So I'll give that one more try. If I can remember how I did any of that. So we take 4 away from this. And that should be 2. I don't think that's the way we did this the first time. Nope. First thing we needed was 1 death. And we found if we merge this and we merge this and then we did this, that does the opposite of 1 death. That does 3 deaths. This would kill 2 of them. Yeah, I've just immediately forgotten how I solved that puzzle before. It's not going well, to say the least. It's definitely not going well. We have everything here. We've tried everything here. And I've kind of forgotten to where we were, so let's assume maybe 17 here and give this a try. These would be the burning to death groups. So if I move something off, nothing will die there. Okay. See, I guess we'll move 1 here. Then I'm going to yeah, I already have the wrong number, I can tell. So you want 5 deaths, and you probably want 5 deaths very quickly. We've already lost too many lives, though. Yeah. If this is your 3 because you land 4, then you lose 1, then this would have to be out of the way. Even that I don't think works. It'd have to be something like that. Then something like that. Hey, we got lucky. So should I push my luck and try another one? Yeah, it definitely does come off very much like this whole scheme is just based on whatever your first action is. Okay. So if I do this, that'll get to 2. Whoops. Yeah. So if you go down the wrong path and make the wrong moves at the beginning, you're going to be so lost that it's not going to ever be a case that you could get back on the right path to figure out what was the correct move. Interesting. How did I lose Like, you can't lose any lives. There's the exact correct amount. 369 plus 4 is 13. There's 12 here. You can lose exactly 1 life. Yeah. Let's do the math again. 6 plus this would be 12, 10. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 2 lives lost is 12. There are 4 here, plus 3, plus 6, that's 10. Plus another 3 is 13. Meaning we can only lose 1 life. Extra. Okay. So maybe you're supposed to do this and just prepare a path. This won't lose us anything at that point. But let's run the numbers again. We have 4 here, plus 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11. That means we have 1 extra we can lose. There's no way that we can only lose 1. I would have had to have jumped the pieces over here. Okay. So, do something here. And then swap here. It's probably fine. And then do that to combine. Then we still have a problem in that there are 4 here, and this jumping here will lose you too much. So maybe it's a case where you don't swap and you instead do that. Okay. Then you just prepare this and go here. But I land here and I lose 1 and then I don't have enough for 6, so I probably have to do this. But even that doesn't work. We haven't killed any of the sheep here. And we can't swap things back in. So it almost seems like there has to be another way to kill the right amount. Like exactly 2 here gets you 5. And then 3 there doesn't lose you anything. But then the 3 here is going to lose you 1. So maybe it's a case where you have to travel everything this direction. And then travel everything this direction. Okay. And then... No, this really just seems impossible. The math seems to make it possible, but the actual planning and momentum on it feels crazy. Feels actually impossible. And that there is that danger, certainly, in any game, that they just flippantly made puzzles and didn't really test them. There's plenty of games out there like that. But then there is also a much higher danger that I'm just assuming that it's impossible because I'm missing some concept, or I'm locked into one way of thinking. We only need 3 more stars, so we will get to World of Ruin. But somewhat questionable whether I would bother to go much further than that. Like, we need 12 more stars in Dark World. We need 11 more stars in Ice World, if we were going to get them all. And there is always that possibility, certainly, of just going and looking at a walkthrough to find the solution to get all the achievements. And I am not above doing that, so certainly would probably save some time and frustration, save a lot of frustration. So yeah, if I was going to do that, I would just do it off screen. Speaking of achievements, we have 9 of what looks to be 19 achievements at the current moment. So I'd have to look at the achievements just to make sure there isn't something crazy like move 1,000 sheep or kill 1,000 sheep, something that would just be grindy and not worth the effort. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, and watch every second of the videos. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.